Hey guys, John Loxley here, back with our blind playthrough of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. So so last time we left off, we discovered that apparently Senua had gone on her little quest into the woods by herself to kill the curse that was inside of her. Presumably that's where she found and fought and thought she killed Valravn. Also met Druth, learned his stories, and then he died. Came back to the village, and found that while she was gone, the entire village had been slaughtered by Northmen, and her beloved had been kind of hung up, and I wasn't exactly sure what had happened, but it looked like his skin was spread out to look like wings. It was kind of a little bit gruesome. Kind of dark. I don't really make much of a... I probably don't have very much of a reaction because I'm, mostly dead inside a little bit, but I do still find a lot of that stuff, especially like the scenes of her dying, like those seem fairly realistic to me, and so I find them a little bit uncomfortable. I would imagine normal people, with normal emotions and stuff, probably find that pretty freaking disturbing. It's similar to the Joker movie. Like, the Joker for me is like, I'm in the of darkness / disturbing scale or whatever. I'm on the extended scale. Normal people, this and the Joker are probably pretty up there on like the darkness or disturbing index, but I'm like, unfortunately, I'm up here, and so it doesn't super bother me. But normal people, I think it probably does. So hopefully you're getting what you want to get out of this. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying entertained, because we don't always want to be entertained by stuff, but sometimes it's important to experience the negative as well. Or at least, the fantasy version of negative, right? Anyway, let's continue. I'm not sure where we're gonna... It's saved, so I'm hoping it'll pick up right where that cutscene... where the cutscene ended and went on to the next one. But I'm not sure, so we'll see. If we start right after Cert, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it, but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon him to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
So is this the River of Knives? Or... I don't know. It's weird. I mean, it feels like once we go in there, there's maybe another area and then the end, but I don't feel like it should be. Who knows? Maybe it is a really short game. I guess we'll see. Let's start walking forward. I don't remember if the sun... Oh, hello. Is that the only one? Trying to move the right stick and I don't hear anything else. Okay, evade, block. Yeah, that's
Finish this. End it now.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
I mean, unless she murdered the whole village, I suppose that's a possibility. Yeah, I know. Well. Is that the only one left? There's got to be more.
Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
Okay, so we're locked on now. Now that they're close, I can't move the right stick around anymore. I mean, I think the combat actually takes away from the game, but this scene is fairly epic, I think. I mean... Oh, right.
You're close.
Oh, he parried that time. I guess we'll just keep walking forward. Now the question is, does this add to the narrative? Yeah. Well, that's... Yeah. Well, we can... Yeah, the voice is like, he's too fast, but... Alright, so we've saved. Combat has ended for now. The music was nice, like the chant. It's like a warrior chant type deal. And then as... I assume, I mean... Like it's raining now, I assume the weather is not random. You know what I mean? I assume it's like as we go across, the sun looks a certain way and the rain starts and all that stuff. Oh, hang on. We're not at the... whatever that dragon thing is yet. It seems like there's a new building in the way. Or this building is not the same as the one in the background. I mean, maybe it is. It doesn't seem to be, though. Lightning, huh? Shields on the wall.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another change.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, get up. I was clicking the button. Oh. Oh, so you do have to evade. Oh, she's hurting.
Can't do it.
Okay, well,
Get up quick.
yeah, I would like to.
She's injured. She can still.
If I could see where I'm at, that would be handy.
It's not over. It's not over. Do it.
Is he gonna charge again? Is that how this works? Oh, thanks, camera.
Watch out. She's hurt. There's blood.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
Get up quickly. She can still do it.
Okay, was that intentional?
Stop them.
Well, it seemed like he moved faster than. Excuse me. Oh, interesting. What did that? Wait, did that hit me?
Take him down. Take him down.
Just wait, is he dead? I guess so.
Remember your training.
All right. Well, at least that. Oh, there's more, huh? Oh, well, that was the run button, not the block. That's.
Too slow.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to back off. And then the background gets in the freaking way. Really?
She's injured. She's not gonna make it. She's hurt.
Yeah. Well. May as well use the thing. It's full after all. Oh, great. Where's the other one? There it is. Is that the only one? It is at the moment.
Get out of the way.
Interesting that they do some kind. Oh, well, that's great.
Yourself. She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it. She's injured. She can still do it.
I did evade. So, I mean, it appears to be kind of a combo system. You can't just button mash, although it's kind of the... It appears that's basically what happens. Where's the big thing now? I don't know. Like, wasn't the, I mean, it looks like there's something right here, doesn't it? Like an invisible staircase or something? Maybe we go through and up and around? Because it doesn't look like that thing's there anymore. The big, dragon thing, or whatever. Let's try going this way. It's the only way there is to go, I believe. Alright, more puzzles. And a shortcut, presumably. That's the door that we need to check, which we should probably do first, but let's look at this thing.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name, she will ask your lineage, she will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Well, don't leave me hanging. I assume that's the next tale. And that's kind of the same as always as well, right? There's some kind of... There's a bridge with a guardian, and they'll ask you 3 questions. Monty Python kind of mocks it a little bit. Alright.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Right. This doesn't actually feel... Oh, wait, there's stairs? Interesting. Terrifying also, but interesting. And that's another bridge. Okay. I mean, like, I hear something. But I don't see the runes anywhere. Wait, what? What was that? The controller vibrated. Oh. Okay. Why did you have to look at it from that angle? I have no idea. Seems random. Thankfully, the controller was vibrating, otherwise, you know? Okay, what about this area? Anything in here? There's X's. Alright. Let's see. Oh, well, there's the S. Really? It's not going to give it to me? Maybe it's not, you know, S enough. I don't even know what that means, but, you know. Right, so it's not letting me back out that door, which makes sense. Now I see the S's. Okay. Oh, well, alright. You have to stand here. You couldn't stand below, I guess. That's pretty gruesome. Why do I feel like I have to go over there? Ah, another, let's go down first. Back to the bottom. I assume we have to look up at the X from there, right? So... All right. One more. What is the last one? Like an A? Which presumably combines the one above it and the X, so we probably get it from up top there somewhere. Fair enough. Or maybe we have to go around and up. Or up there. Let's go down here first. And can we go up here? No. Good. I say good because it kind of removes a little bit of the... you know, some of the possibilities. And, ah.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
We never found out what happened to Brunhild. Well, anyway. Let's try going this way around. I mean, maybe there's nothing this way, but I feel like there is. Did Senua's clothes change? Or were they always like that? I mean, it looks like she... Oh, there's another face.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
I don't even know what that means. But see, like, the cloth hanging over, like, wrapped around her waist, kind of... I mean, it looks like rags or like a burlap sack. I don't know if that's... I don't know if it's always been like that or it's just because of the lighting. I also don't know what the deal with the faces is. I mean, my concern, obviously, and I've said this before, is... Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. The A, or whatever rune that is, it's telling us it's near, but we gotta climb, because it's, you know. But my concern is that they just did the whole, you know, we'll put faces there because some people with psychosis see faces everywhere, and because it's cool. And that's... I don't know, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some genuinely disturbing stuff in this, but I worry that the rationale is because it's cool. It's kind of like, oh, don't... That was a weird turn. It's like in Invader Zim. They find, that a civilization, like, turned Mars, I think, into a spaceship. And they're like, why did you turn your planet... And, like, they all died doing it. It's like, why did you do that? And they're like, because it's cool. It's kind of the same thing. Zim is a great show. The movie, it was alright, but, you know. I mean, what do you expect after 20 years? I don't know if this is the giant dragon thing. I don't think so. I don't even know where that is anymore. Well, that's a mountain. Also, what's the light coming from? It's not the moon. It could be the sun, I suppose, but that doesn't seem correct. Not... I mean, it looks like...
The gate. It's opening.
Who is it?
Do I have to run again, or do I fight?
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Oh. Is that...
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
That's Hela?
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Whoa.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Daddy. It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Shem?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows this. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. Go towards it.
Interesting. Okay, so I mean, she possibly hallucinated and fell off the bridge. And is her sword broken? And she's hurt. I mean, that makes sense. The skull might still be intact, or it might not be. We might see what's going on, we might not. The rot has spread up past her elbow a little bit. Can we still see the... No. Is that where we came from? Hmm. It's fighting. Also the, like her being the darkness. I mean, that's...
There it is. You're imagining things. It's Dillian. He's gone. You were too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
But yeah, the whole darkness, like... It's her, you know? I mean, the voice of the darkness or whatever, it's like all the voices, they're part of her. You know, I don't know if that's important to recognize. It's like you're... I mean, I mentioned that before, the subconscious and stuff, it's like... We all feel that stuff too, we just don't hear it as voices.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbel made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
You can't do it. You can do it. You can do it. Your body is falling apart. You're strong. You're getting stronger. Come. Where are you going? There's nothing to follow. Dillian's disappeared. It was a trick. You've got to do it quick. It's more than deception. He's going to appear again as a sign. Where's he gone? He's got something to tell. Where's Dillian? He knows you're here. Come on. Steps. You can do it. Come on. Getting stronger. You're getting stronger.
Well, there's the dragon head, or whatever it's supposed to be. You know, I mean, it's also possible that the rot is gangrene. Oh, there's Dillian, or at least the light that is potentially Dillian. Let's see, how do we get there? This way, I guess. Just keep going. I have seen people with circulatory problems who their limbs look like that. Not quite all
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
So we saw a lady couple weeks back, month or two ago, I don't remember, with her hand, her fingers were black like that. It's called Burger syndrome. It's in the lady was a smoker and a meth user, and it's typically women, and they get small blood vessels and stuff, and the smoking makes the circulation worse, and the meth doesn't help. And her fingers were crumbling like old stone, how it's missing chunks. That's how it looked. Her fingers were all black, and it was like up to the wrist was all purple, and you're just like, but yeah, it was missing like firewood after it's been burned, how it's got that black look, and there's like pieces, like squares that are off of it. That's how her fingers looked. It was not good.
There he was. The lone figure of a sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
I'm really curious where this is going now. You know, where the story will lead. Is that the way? That's probably the way. But we're gonna... So it looks like there's a tree over there, which I assume... I assume the tree could be... Is it Yggdrasil? The world tree? I have no idea. I mean, this could be the end, right? Because she's lost her sword, and she's wounded. We don't have much time left, though.
Where is he? He's there. Where is he? He's there. Under the tree light. You can see him. There he is. Come on, you have to keep Dillian going. You keep going.
I think I'm actually going to stop here, because we're running out of time on this episode, and I mean, if we get to the tree, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of other cutscenes, and it tells us what happens, or maybe it's like, no, now you have to do something else. I worry if it's the end, we will run out of time. But I also worry it's not the end. So we'll just stop here. I saw it autosave. I'm curious, right? Because they're telling us about the past, about Dillian, all that. I don't know why I jumped down to options, but okay. We'll move it there. That's fine. Alright guys, well that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. Hela looked kind of cool. Half flesh, half... Like this half was black, but it was wrought, right? I don't know, it's hard to know. Like, I wonder if the descriptor in the store where it's like, Senua embarks on a vision quest to save the soul of her lover or whatever. I wonder if the vision quest thing is a spoiler. Like, maybe none of this is real. It's happened before. You know, the Terminator series, they've spoiled every movie after 2, I think, with the trailers, and then Killer 7. I don't know why they did that, but the premise of the game was spoiled in the description on the back of the box. And probably, I think they're releasing it on... Have they released it on Steam and Switch and stuff? I feel like they have, but... Or maybe not yet, but that's... I'm pretty sure that's going to ruin it as well if you're not familiar with the plot. Regardless, I'm enjoying the journey so far. So however it turns out. My other concern was that it's like, we get to the end and then we have to go through it again, like ghouls and ghosts, or ghosts and goblins, or one of those. Like, getting through once is not... Like, it reveals the secret, and then knowing that secret, then you have to go through it again. I don't know why it feels that way to me, but it kind of does. Hopefully not. Although, I mean, if it's done properly, I guess I wouldn't mind. You know? It's like you get to the end. There's certain movies that do that, in certain games, where it's like you get to the end and it reveals a twist, and then you're like, was it giving us clues the whole time? And then you can go through again and be like, oh yeah, it's that and that and that. This is where they're showing it and that. I haven't necessarily gotten anything like that here, but you never know. You never know. So anyway, except for that thing at the very beginning where it's like, it said like she died or something like that, but it's not, her story is at its end, but it's not again or something. I don't remember. Anyway, what is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, it's somehow I've been getting recommended clips of original Eddie Murphy stand-up, and I've been watching some of those, and he's pretty funny. I mean, I knew he was. I knew that's how he got into movies, was his stand-up originally, but his stand-up is good. Reminds me a lot of, like Dave Chappelle, his stuff, and Bill Burr. They have kind of the same rhythm a little bit. But that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, guys, take care.